started off talking about why most dispatchers fail. Um, why do most dispatchers fail? Something that I would start off saying that I feel that most dispatchers fail is they think it's easy, and which it is easy in the sense, but it's not easy in the sense that you thinking that it's about to be a piece of cake. You know, when you get to learn it, it is easy, but finding drivers like I mentioned before, and booking loads and everything, and drivers breaking down, that can be a wear and tear on the mental and stress for you. So I don't think a lot of dispatchers or the courses that people take let them know that it's going to be hard. They kind of like shine a light on all the shiny rat, the glitz and the glamour, but they really don't tell you that it's going to be hard. But that's with anything. But definitely, that's the first thing that I would say that a lot of dispatchers fail at, is they think that it's going to be easy and it's not going to be that hard. The second thing that I would say that dispatchers feel, or why dispatchers fail, is no education. They're not continuing their education. A lot of dispatchers get into this game and they don't continue the education. You know, once you take the course, you know, you got to get out there and you got to learn, but also you got to get out there and continue the education. You got to get you a mentor. You got to learn about other stuff. That's something I did when I got in. My second driver was a power only. The course that I took only had like a small section of power only. So what did I do? I had to continue the education. I had to get a mentor. Shout out to Leash. Shout out to Goodfellas. Those were two of my first mentors that I got. I paid for their mentorship. I looked at tons and tons of videos, Googled about power only. And now I feel like I'm the power only whisperer. That's because I continued that information, you know, the education, should I say. So that's the second reason I feel that dispatchers fail, is because they don't continue that education, you know. And that's with anything. If you do any, once again, if you do any field, if you cutting hair, if you're a teacher, if you want to become better, you continue the education. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't stop there. You know, if you got your bachelor's degree, you want to get the master's and, you know, the PhD. Just continuing the education to make you better. That's number two. Number three is a lot of dispatchers don't learn the basics. And when I say the basics, I mean the basics of their of the equipment that they're dispatching. They don't learn the basics. Pretty much, such as, let's say, once again, like I said, I learned power only. I learned the basics of what a loadout trailer is, what is drop and hook, certain things that they need pretty much on the truck for power only. If you do flatbed, learn the basics of flatbed. Learn how to tarp. Learn that you need binders. Learn that the height. You know, if you got a regular flatbed, if you have a step deck, if it's a low board, know that the difference is, okay, if I got a step deck, I can put, you know, higher, I can haul higher loads because it's a step deck, because the step deck is lower versus the flatbed is a little higher. So knowing the basics of what you are the equipment that you're hauling, and find in the niche that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody, you might want to do hot shot, you might want to do box truck. A lot of times, the truck chooses you. A lot of times, because power only chose me. That's the only thing that was calling me back in 2021. So that's what I pretty much learned how to do, and then I built off that. But learning the basics of trucking and the equipment that you pretty much are going to dispatch. That's why I feel that a lot of dispatchers don't do. Something also, what would be number four? Number four of why I feel that dispatchers fail is knowing that your family, your friends, and just people in your circle, anybody who you know, they don't owe you anything. Your family, friends, they don't owe you anything. That's why I think a lot of entrepreneurs, just not dispatchers, when you get into entrepreneurship, you tell everybody, hey man, I'm about to dispatch. Hey, can you tell? And then nobody, they don't support you, and you kind of feel down. You're not finding drivers. You told your mom, you told your sister, they said they was gonna buy you your new hat or they was gonna help you out. They don't owe you anything. If you go into it like that, feeling like, hey man, that they don't owe you anything, I think you would be more successful in the business. And that's how I went. I think that's definitely number 4 of why a lot of new dispatchers fail, thinking that people owe them something. So if you go into dispatching, just know nobody owes you anything, and pretty much that will help you go a little further. Number 5, know how to market and be consistent. That's definitely a big thing. Well, consistency is bigger than just the marketing, but knowing how to market and to be different. What I see a lot of dispatchers do is a lot of us got the professional flyers. All of us got the same flyer with the truck. They got owner operators at the top. It has pretty much, you need this much insurance, and everybody's posting it. But when all these drivers are seeing the same flyer, you got to switch up. And I think that can be discouraging. That's what I tell a lot of the people that I mentor is like, switch it up. Think outside the box. You're posting what everybody else is posting. So you look like everybody. Make another flyer. Get straight to the point. Try something. Try different things. But the biggest thing within that is being consistent. A lot of new dispatchers are not consistent. That's one thing that I see is that new dispatchers are not consistent. Just an entrepreneur. I think that's the biggest key, because I talk to a lot of people and I ask them like, how many drivers have you found? And they'll be like, no, I haven't found none. And I'm like, have you been posting? They're like, yeah, I've been posting. It's like, how many days? I literally ask these questions to break it down. And I ask them how many days, and they'll say, well, I've been posting for 2 weeks. I'm like, so just 2 weeks off and on? And then you start to hear like, oh, well, I was sick on Friday, so I didn't post, or I went on vacation. You have to be consistent no matter what. If you're sick, somebody die in your family. I know that sounds crazy, but you got to be consistent with anything you do. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to reach to the next level. So I say consistency is posting those flyers and switching it up. Like I said in marketing, try something different. We all posting the same flyer. That's one thing I do. I tried a different flyer, and I noticed I was getting calls because everybody posting that same flyer with the truck and everything. Try something new. Try something out the box. That's my number 5 of why dispatchers fail. My number 6, I feel, of why dispatchers fail is they're treating it as a side hustle. Dispatching, it can't be no side hustle. Because for me, I thought honestly it was going to be a side hustle when I first started. But as I saw that it needed my time and my patience, and I really need to dive in deep, I was like, yeah, I gotta go in, balls to the wall. So a lot of people get into it thinking like, okay, this is gonna be a little side hustle, and it's really not. It's not like you selling T-shirts on the side. It's not like if you making plates or nothing. And not hating on them, but dispatching really needs time and it needs patience. It's like a little newborn baby. You got to be there to burp it. You got to be there to, feed it the milk and everything. You can't. These drivers, I got a driver right now. It's 9:13 in Atlanta where I'm at. The driver's in Memphis, Tennessee, and she getting loaded. And I'm still, even on the podcast, I got to be ready to pretty much answer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's taking her. She got to ship her at pretty much 3 o'clock Memphis time, 4 o'clock my time, and she's still not loaded. So if I'm treating this as a side hustle, you know what I'm saying? It's 9 o'clock at night in Atlanta, and I'm still working. So going in knowing that dispatch is not a side hustle will make you be prepared to not fail. So that's my number 6 of not failing in dispatching, is treating it like a side hustle. Number 7 on my list of why I feel new dispatchers fail is they are not organized. And I could truly say for myself, because I don't want to blame it because I'm a man. I feel most men are not organized, but that's one big key is being organized. You can fail a lot because saving the BOL, saving the rate cons, trust and believe. You got to save every rate con. You got to save every BOL. When I tell you that I've had to go back to a rate con that was 6 months old because Triumph, the factoring company, was holding my driver's money. They already paid my driver for the money, but they reached out to TQL like 6 months later. Don't ask me why, to get paid. And now TQL is coming up with some excuse. So they holding some money of my driver. So now I got to, go into my file and find that load and find the BOL, find the lumper receipt. Being organized, that has saved me and the driver so much money. Because it's been plenty, I'm telling you, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. That's not a lot of money, but it is a lot of money, especially if that's all you have for that driver. And she or he got to pay bills. They fuel was high at one time, which it still is. That can save a lot. Being organized, even in the beginning, just having, like I said, your files, even like the taxes right now, at the end of the year, having stuff organized. Being organized is a big thing. And I feel that can discourage people or that can even push you out. That's another reason why I feel that some new dispatchers fail in this game. Number 8, trucking is not for the weak. And when I say that, I came from construction. So I dealt with a lot of racism. I dealt with a lot. So it kind of made me a little tough and a little with a little bit of edge. I can be professional, but I know pretty much when to turn it on and turn it off. And that kind of helped me out in trucking, knowing that these truck drivers, man, they want you to shoot it to them straight. I'm not saying you can't be professional, but if you come from corporate America, it is like it's night and day. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying when you talk to the brokers, definitely keep it professional. But some of these drivers, I'm not saying cuss them out and stuff, but they want it straight. They don't want no BS. They don't want no chaser. Give it to them straight. And the way some people may talk to you, the way you may be treated, it definitely could ruffle some feathers for some people out there if you are used to, if you're not used to it. And I'm not going to say people going to cuss you out. I'm not going to say that people going to mistreat you. But it's definitely not for the weak of how people like talk to you, how people just how some guys just come across, especially if you're driving in trucks, especially for the females out there. I can only imagine what y'all go through. So if you get into trucking, but definitely as far as this, what we talking about right now, as far as dispatching, knowing that trucking is not for the weak, the type of talk and the type of tonality that you're gonna get sometimes from when talking to truck drivers, it's not for the weak, man. If you kind of soft and you take things personal, you're gonna have to come in just knowing. And I wanted to share this stuff for some new driver, or should I say new dispatchers, so they can like know what to expect. What to expect when they get in the game, because I didn't know all this when I got into the game. I got into the game, I thought it was going to be easy. But now, pretty much, I know all this stuff. I want to share a little bit of knowledge to everybody out there of what, just like I said, what to expect when they're a new dispatcher, because it's, like I said, it's definitely rough out there. I would say number 9, pretty much on the list, it's going to be hard to find drivers. That's like probably the most hardest thing, and that's probably what kills. I feel not finding drivers is what pretty much discourage all dispatchers out there. Not being able to find drivers. If I was to probably do a poll and go back and ask why so many dispatchers dropped out of the game, they're going to say I couldn't find a carrier. It got discouraging. And I always ask what I mentioned before, how consistent were you? And if I do a poll and if I break it down, if the people are honest, they will always say they wasn't consistent. You got to pretty much know coming in the game that you're going to have to post 3 months straight. And I know that sounds crazy. 3 months straight and not being able to find a carrier. If you're not willing to do that, you might as well pretty much quit now. But something I say what I did, it took me a while to find my first carrier. But I always say, when I stopped BSing and I actually was posting every day, when I was active on Instagram, just posting just little stuff about trucking, just being active. It's something about the universe, man. It rewards people who pretty much are putting their best foot forward. So if you're active out here, if you're going to the truck stops really don't work for me. I'm not knocking nobody who do truck stops, but what has worked for me is posting on Facebook groups. I'm literally in 70 to 60 Facebook groups, and I post every other day. I probably get 7 to 8 calls a week. Do I sign all those? No. But the fact that I'm getting 7 to 8 calls a week, let me know I'm on the right track. But consistency, that's in anything. It's the difference why Kobe Bryant is the best. Michael Jordan, LeBron, because they get in the gym and take more shots. So I say the same thing as dispatchers or in anything. If you're a barber, but mainly far as dispatchers right now, consistency is the key. You can't tell me. I know that for a fact. Because like I said, I've been on the other side. Last year, when the market dropped, I went down from 8 drivers all the way down to 1, literally. And I worked my way back up to 6. I'm at 5 now, but I worked my way back up being consistent. Like, yo, because I had to pay bills, so I had to work. But posting every other day, I don't like to post every day because I don't want to, a lot of them groups be kicking you out and stuff. And that's another thing. Don't let the negative stuff pretty much affect you. That can be my number 10 or 11. I forgot what number I am on, but that can be pretty much the next one. Don't let the negative stuff bother you. It's the war is in your mind. Everything else don't even matter. I remember plenty of times that I'll be posting on the Facebook group and somebody, you see the people laughing, or you'll see somebody saying, "Oh, you fake dispatchers. Oh, y'all giving low rates." I don't know about y'all. And I feel I'm pretty much a tough dude. But that stuff will get in your head and make you discouraged. I'm going to keep it real. That stuff literally would get in my head, make me discouraged, and make me not post. And I won't post for a week. And it's just something as small as that. And it's still to this day bother me. I'm not even going to flex. It'll still to this day bother me. But I promise you, I'm not even making this up and trying to make this live, which is not popular really. But anyway, I'm not even trying to make it a story. I would post the next day, and I promise you, I'll have somebody call me. And it always happened like that. Something special happened, almost like in a Disney movie. Somebody will call me, or I might get something would happen in trucking that would let me know. It's like, see, you should have been posting. If you would have stopped, this wouldn't have happened. So no matter what, man, post. Try not to read the comments. If you read it, do it anyway, because I'm telling you that stuff would definitely affect your mindset. Oh, old boy said he definitely know. That's definitely 110%, brother. But I just wanted to hop on here real quick, man, and just share that with y'all for why new dispatchers fail a lot. I feel you guys need to know this. I'm gonna repost this as well on my YouTube. But these are the 10 to 11 things that I feel that all new dispatchers need to know. Because a lot of people don't tell you that. A lot of people just say, "Oh, you can make money. You can make $20,000 a month." Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can be, you can get money, but you need to know that, hey, man, it's going to be hard. And the number one hardest thing is to find carriers. Everything else is easy. Booking loads is easy. Anybody can do that. I can do that in my sleep. The hardest thing is finding carriers. Once you find carriers, everything else is easy. But like I said, I just wanted to hop on here real quick because I missed yesterday hopping on here. But normally me and my sister, she's sick today, I think. She's normally with me on every Tuesday. We hopped on here today because we was late. But like I said, I'm about to sign out. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I will post this on my YouTube. And this is Eavesdropping Knowledge. And I'm out.
Catch us on IG Live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 8 p.m. Central Time. Also, subscribe to our YouTube page at Eavesdropping Knowledge.